Hello and good morning, I'm Neil Pinkett from Bath Cars, and today's car is the VW Passat. This is the four-door saloon version, R registration 1997, with a lot of miles on it actually, 230 odd thousand miles, 237,000, decent amount of MOT and plenty of tax to go as well. Tax until the start of September, start of September, so 08 expires. Headlight wash. What a clean looking car this is for the miles. It's done very well indeed. It's obviously been very well looked after, and if you hang around, there's a lovely service history section to this video which tells you all the ins and outs of the car's previous owners and history, and it's got lots and lots of bills, including cam belt bills and plenty of money spent. I think there's 25 stamps in the service book. Some main dealer, well, there's about a 10 or so a main dealer, and the rest are a VW specialist. Well, I've driven this car, I've done about 15 miles in it so far, 20 miles, and it drives very well indeed actually. Very impressed. There's a CD multi-changer in the boot. There's actually nothing really to describe on the car that's of too much of a detriment. We've got a CD player there, we've got a steel spare in the back which is still serviceable, plenty of tread on it. Locking wheel nuts with the car as well. It's got the bee sting aerial. Let's just run round these tyres then. So on 15-inch alloys, he's about half worn. This one here is a bit better than half worn. The pads in there are virtually new, so plenty of meat on the pads. This one here, Dunlop, and there's plenty of tread on that one. And back to the near side rear, about half worn again. So you've got no spends to make on the tyres. The engine starts perfectly, the batteries are good. And it's in sort of reflex silver with a light grey interior. It does have heated seats which do work as well, and the headlight wash, I haven't checked the headlight wash, but I assume it does work. We'll have a look at that in a moment. So it's been a local car, Bath car most of its life, and it's coming in part exchange here for us to sell. So let's go and have a look at the documents and the history. Okay, welcome to the documents then for this VW Passat Sport Saloon. We can see this car has had 4 owners in total, and it's showing as a Sport TDI. It's 110 brake horsepower. It's before the CO2 emissions, but we do have the V5 there. The MOT certificate shows September, and let's just have a quick look at this a second. September the 8th, 2013, of which there were no advisory notices. How good is that with this sort of miles? That's pretty respectable. The last service was done at 214,000, and there's the bill for it, £194. All the owner's manuals, including the radio code and everything, is all there. There are 2 keys, of which one is the valet key, plastic key, and the other is just the ordinary key. But look at all this. I mean, you don't get many cars with this sort of level of service history. Incredible, really. VW Audi cars, Bradford-on-Avon, have looked after this car for a hell of a long time, and then motor services in Bath before that. The cam belt was replaced at 183,000 miles, and it's listed in the book in 2008 March. Now then, running through the service book here, we have loads of stamps, and when I get to the start of it, you can see that it was supplied by the VW dealer in Maidenhead, and then it's got some stamps basically running up to 10,000 with that garage, and then to Bath. So the owner must have moved to Bath. We've got 19, 30, 40, that's at Motor Services Bath, 50, 58, 69, 79, 90, and 100. All Motor Services Bath. 111, 118. Then it goes to the VW Audi franchise. It's not a franchise, it's a specialist VW Audi centre in Bradford-on-Avon, which is just along the road from me. 126k, 136k, 150, 160. 170, 183, 193, 202, and then there's that receipt there for 194. They just didn't stamp the book, maybe the book wasn't there. Yeah, cam belt there. One was done at 162 in 2005, and the other one was about 183. So, decent service history that. Just what I like to see, with a load of bills and receipts to back it all up. So, absolutely brilliant. Okay, hope that satisfies your demand. I can't go through all of this, it's just too much. I mean, I've driven the car and it all drives okay. track rod ends I can see. I mean, it's all there, all the usual consumables. I don't think anything major's been done. I suspect there's probably been a clutch at some point amongst that lot, but I'll leave you to wade through that when you get here. Thanks very much. Back to the... Okay, you'll see that inside the car here we've got some overcovers, seat covers, which I think only for one particular reason. I'll show you that in a second. The headrests are here, 3 headrests, 3 inertia wheel belts, and there's a centre armrest there for the driver. Good hi-fi system, 4 electric windows. I haven't stripped that one off, but I assume the back seats are okay, they normally are. Up the front, we've got electric windows all round, electric mirrors, 2 keys with the car, just one standard key and a plastic one. The seat covers are probably for a little bit of damage to the seat cover, which is just there, which is the usual bit where the bolster, a slight issue, but it's not that bad. But the rest of the seats are all pretty good. You can see, just taking the covers off and they're all looking fine. And you also get the heated seats as well, which is very nice. I just had them on and they do work beautifully. And they're variably adjustable there. The clutch is great. Had it cleaned, it's cleaned up quite nicely. It's done 234,000 miles, 700. All the lights go out as they should. Now there's a load of fuel in this car as well, so if you're quick, I might not use it up in time. So it's just got over half a tank of diesel in here. And as I say, if you're quick, you might get the benefit of it. The passenger seat all looks fine, to be brutally honest. That looks all okay. There's all the books and things that you would have seen in the service history, owner's manuals. We've got a radio cassette player up front with a CD player in the boot, multi-changer CD player. Climate control air conditioning. I'm not sure whether the aircon's working. Let's have a quick look. Economy mode and off. Take it that the aircon's not working. It's difficult to test what with the temperature just being 2 degrees today, so can't do a lot about that really. Okay, so heated seats, headlight washers. Let's see if they do work. Let's put the headlights on. Actually, the headlight wash, the washers, screen washers aren't working at all anyway. Maybe there's a leaking bottle. I think there might be actually. I remember seeing that on the MOT test. Maybe the bottle washer's gone, but anyway, the MOT's not for a fair while yet, September. So there we go then, R-Reg, Passat turbo diesel, 50 odd mpg on these, clutch is nice, had a cam belt, starts on the button, doesn't smoke, doesn't look too untidy. Put a non-age related plate on that and you'd have yourself a very cheap car which looks a lot more than what it actually is. Okay, thanks for watching, bye bye.